out of bed. Monday morning, I know, you don't want to get up. It looks a little darker than normal. That's because it's October 13th. Good morning. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for listening this morning. The 13th day of October 2014. Welcome to Monday. It is 70 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA. Broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary.
Yep.
The only radio station in the area, maybe in the state, maybe in the country. The only radio station with its own commissary. Just let me brag a little bit.
It's amazing.
Just rub salt in the wound. I'm sorry. Hope you had a good weekend. We got a good show planned for this morning, and we're going to be in here a long time, Robin. It looks like 7:35. Michael Kaiser is going to be our guest. He's going to be on for about 10 minutes. He's the executive director of the National Cybersecurity Alliance, and he wants to talk to us about increasing awareness about today's ever-evolving cybersecurity. Every time you turn on the news, there's another breach in the security of some company. The other day was Dairy Queen. Of all the places to hack into.
In Ocala.
Well, I don't know if it was Ocala.
Dairy Queen.
I don't know if it was Ocala. I think they mean on a national scale.
Oh, generic. Okay, yeah.
Not generic, but national scale.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so we're going to learn about cybersecurity, how to protect ourselves. And, it's not just about the high-tech stealing. Some people have low-tech ways of stealing, too. You know, they can zoom in on your card as you're at the ATM or whatever. You know, they just zoom in with their camera, take pictures, and get your card number and videotape you, entering your passcode, and boom, they've got what they need.
Oh, that's right.
I guess. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Well, maybe during Christmas season, I'll just do my card at the bank and then get cash for all purchases. Pay with cash. Yeah, there's a good case for using cash. At 7:45, I'm going to split this 7:35 half hour into half. There was a story this morning. Basically a very, very political story, very, very slanted story, depending on, whose version of it you read. And it has to do with the potential governor, Christ, the former governor. If he gets his old job back, he promises to expand Medicaid to about 1 million people in Florida by executive order or a special session of the legislature. And I was thinking about the whole executive order thing. I know it's nothing new, and I know we've talked about it before. But I wanted to, in that tiny bit of time we have from 7:45 till 8, talk about executive order, and not necessarily from the state's perspective, but from a constitutional perspective as it applies to the country, and therefore should trickle down to the states. You would think, right? That's right.
And before anybody thinks I'm picking on the current president, I'm really not. I'm very much aware, not only did the president before President Obama used executive order, but so did George Washington, and so did many other presidents in the course of history. It's just the idea, is it constitutional? And so I'll tell you what other people are saying. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. To me, I don't know. I'll tell you the facts that I have, but you all are smarter than I am, especially with this kind of stuff. So I just wanted to talk about it. 9:05, did I tell you 8:35 yet? 8:35 is News Bites.
Good.
We read the news during 8:35 to 9. 9:05, Baptist? Is it Baptista? Baptista?
I think it's Baptista.
Baptista de Pape. I'm going to say it that way until we find out more.
Yeah, there's no E after Baptiste, but it's weird.
de Pape. He's a spiritual explorer and a filmmaker and an attorney, and he's written a book called The Power of the Heart, Finding Your True Purpose in Life.
Yep. He also made a movie out of it. So it's pretty
Nathan
cool.
B. Grant is the Vietnam veteran, worked for IBM for 30 years, building and operating computers. He's a skilled brick mason. I don't think I'll be asking him any questions about that.
Yeah, we know.
Let me ask you.
Knocking down the wall.
Now that would be a challenge for us.
What?
Some people don't realize that some of these interviews are challenging. Like the guy who was a coal expert that's like...
Yeah, that was interesting.
But it was interesting. It turned out to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk to a mason for a half hour.
Yeah.
What do you do when the cement starts to dry? Larry, first of all, it's not cold cement. Let me explain this to you. How do you know how thick you have to put it on there between the bricks? Well, let me explain. I went to school. I'm sure there's an answer. Anyway, he's written a book called Someone That I Know, a picture book for young children. Why raising a child is like building a house. There's the connection right there. Okay. Matt Gibbs will be in the studio at 10:05. He's my mechanic, Robin's mechanic, Robin's mom's mechanic, Robin's husband's mechanic. And Dan and Josie's a mechanic for pretty much everybody here.
Yeah.
I believe Tish takes her car to Matt, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
And he answers
good prices too.
And he answers your automobile questions at 10:05. He comes in each Monday to do this. He's the owner of Sunrise Automotive, and if you need a new car, he's also the owner of Crossroad Auto Sales, and so he'll tell you how to fix it, or maybe just forget about it. Just get a new one or a new used one. Al Vernaccio is coming on at 10:35. Al is a high school sexuality educator.
Yep.
And an English teacher. If my daughter was going to Al's class, I'd keep my eye on this guy. I would. I really would. I mean, I know that sounds bad. and very, I don't know, there's probably a word that fits in there somewhere, but I would. Yeah, I'd keep my eye on every teacher.
Yes, I did while my kids were in school.
Anyway, Al has written a book called For Goodness Sex, Changing the Way We Talk to Teens About Sexuality, Values, and Health.
Yep.
Okay. 11:05. Charles A. Archer is the CEO of Ed C. Spin. Whatever that is.
I know.
He's written a book called Everybody Paddles. Sorry.
Better than floating,
Everybody Paddles. A leader's blueprint for creating a unified team. There you go. 11:20. Dr. Eben Alexander. I told you we were going to be here all day.
Yep.
Dr. Alexander is an academic neurosurgeon. He had a transcendental near-death experience in which he was driven to the brink of death and spent a week in deep coma from an inexplicable brain infection. Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah.
He's written a book called The Map of Heaven, How Science, Religion, and Ordinary People Are Proving the Afterlife. Yep. And we only have him for 10 minutes?
I know, that's all that we were allotted for that day.
The guy has the map to heaven.
Yes.
And we have him for 10 minutes.
Yep, that's all his publicist
We can't
was
pick his
booking.
brain a little bit more?
No, all he said 10 minutes. He couldn't go for any longer.
I'm having an after weekend experience right now.
Yeah, it was a long weekend.
Let's see. Fun with Joe today. I'm going to ask you and Joe A questions. Mm-hmm. They all the answers begin with A.
A. Ooh, I
they
can
all
think of
hold
some
on.
A words.
Hold on. They all begin with A.
Yes.
They all have at least 3 A's. And they have no other vowels except for A.
Really?
Yes.
Well, there's only one answer then.
What is it?
3 A's and no other vowels except for A. Are there consonants?
No, yes.
Oh, there are consonants. Okay. So triple A was the
the answer to every question.
Was the trick question. Yeah, it's like the answer.
Every question. Ring the bell. A, triple A, triple A, triple A, triple A. Who has a new map out according to triple A? They got a new gas map or whatever they're calling it.
Oh, they do.
It's just like gasbuddy.com. They've got a new gas website.
Oh, gee.
They call it a gas map. Gas Buddy's been doing that forever.
Yeah, I map gas sometimes.
All right, so there you go. That's that. And then, our segment with Galen Uno. I don't watch that many movies, and I don't think I've seen any of the movies on this list, but these are the worst sports movies.
Oh!
The worst sports movies ever. Some of these have been recommended to me. I looked at the trailer to them, and they look good. Uh-huh. I looked at the trailer to a lot of these, actually, and they all look good to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm easy. I'm easy on movies. I don't know. I'm easy on airplane food. I used to say this all the time. I'd be flying, and you get the chicken and these deer nuts. Beer nuts. Sorry, they were called beer nuts.
Deer nuts is at Jerry's Pawn and Gun.
But anyway, so the guy be next to me is like, oh, man, I hate airplane food. And I was like, oh, God, it's kind of good. I kind of like it. I don't know why. I have a different opinion.
I bet those people eat it, though. The ones that complain about it, I bet they ate it on the plane.
I didn't see anybody not eating it. But anyway, so that was 100 years ago for me. It's like another lifetime ago.
Yeah.
So this past weekend, you invited me to join you and your husband and your brother and your mom and your nephew to a marching band competition. Where did we go? Inverness.
Inverness.
In Inverness.
Citrus High School.
And, it was an amazing thing. These bands were competing. There was 20 bands competing in Inverness, marching bands. The dancing was outstanding. The performing was outstanding. Nobody had sheet music strapped to their instrument.
No.
Sometimes you see those little things, whatever.
Yeah, Christmas parade.
I mean, everybody had everything memorized, and it was so amazing. And you go to a football game and you see the halftime show at a high school level. These are all high school teams,
Yes.
high school bands, by the way. So you go normally and you see the halftime show. It's usually the school band, the marching band, and you kind of take it for granted. You just don't realize how much work goes into what they do. And
huge.
If you get a chance, check out the. We didn't put it on WOCA, but we'll put it there. We made a video of it. I think you'll like it. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. The CDC reviewing procedures at the Dallas hospital where a worker treating an Ebola patient contracted the virus.
It is possible in the coming days that we will see additional cases of Ebola. This is because the healthcare workers who cared for this individual may have had a breach of the same nature of the individual who appears now to have a preliminary positive test.
CDC Director Dr. Tom Frieden. Under pressure to get involved, U.S. officials say Turkey will let coalition nations use their bases in the mission to defeat ISIS. Getting even in Game 2.
Wong hits it into right, into the corner. Game over. Wong wins it in the ninth.
The call on Fox Sports 1, Wong's home run putting the Cardinals over the Giants 5-4. Game 3 of the NLCS tomorrow in San Francisco. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never try are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our